This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
Hello, John Scalzi. I'm Don Brennan. Indeed. Merry Christmas Eve.
I gotta say, since you've come and joined us here on the morning show, it is like aromatherapy around here.
Oh, well.
Yes, these specialty coffees that you have here. This is just amazing smells.
I love my
It's
creamer.
wonderful.
I have like creme brulee, I have hazelnut, all sorts of kinds.
It just adds a very calm, tranquil kind of feel to the whole thing. It's
It
great.
smells like cinnamon buns in here all the time.
I just walked right into a coffee shop. It's
There,
great.
yeah.
Yeah, it's good stuff. You know what? We have a nice, cool, crisp feel to the air outside. Might be just the perfect time for a warm cup of Java or a nice tea, because I'll tell you, it's going to get warmer as we progress through the next couple of days. No rain in the forecast for us. We're looking at clear skies out there for the most part. Daytime high temperatures top out near the 80 mark, so we will definitely warm this afternoon. But still, with the lower relative humidity, I think it'll feel pretty comfortable. However, that humidity goes up, so too do the temperatures as we head into the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast in just a minute.
Thank you, John. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways. They have been good thus far this morning with not a lot of volume. Do remember, Manatee County schools are off starting today as well for Christmas and holiday break. You see there is building volume there on, well, it's 41 South, just as you come to the elbow at Cortez Road. So be aware of that. It's not anything bad, but it is more volume than the rest of the Suncoast. And Sarasota County, too. You see a few more cars on the road, but nothing to write home about as far as delays are concerned. Now we begin with some breaking news out of Italy, where the Interior Minister says the suspect accused of the truck attack in Berlin, Germany earlier this week has been shot and killed in a shootout with police.
Yeah, the shootout with suspect Anis Amri took place around 3 a.m. local time in Milan as a result of a routine police check. Police say the suspect pulled a gun from his backpack after being asked to show his identity papers and was killed in the ensuing shootout. One police officer was shot and injured. The suspect again reportedly being 24-year-old Anis Amri, whose fingerprints were found in the truck that crashed into the Christmas market in Berlin.
And earlier this week, his brother said the family is washing their hands of him. They feel that he did it and they wanted nothing to do with him and that he needed to be apprehended. And as it turns out today, he was killed in that shootout. Now, topping our news otherwise this half hour, 100 million Americans traveling by plane or by car to get to their holiday destinations this year. But for many, this weather, the bad weather all over the country, putting a little monkey wrench in their plans.
Yeah, two monster storms out west are barreling through the country, bringing along winter weather alerts, freezing rain, and blizzards. 18 states are now under some sort of alert, and in Southern California, a dash cam capturing this video that a driver in Los Angeles took, crossing several lanes, hitting standing water, and then almost crashing into the side of the road. In San Diego, accident after accident, a car flipped over, van crushed, a tractor trailer on its side due to heavy rain. Now, one driver stranded in that flooding says the only way out was through the sunroof. Firefighters were able to help get him to safety, but now law enforcement is asking drivers to take caution.
I know this is the holiday season. People are in a rush to get to places. Please slow down, take your time.
Now, the East Coast is not in the clear either. One driver was seriously injured after hitting the back of a plow truck in New York. A state trooper responding to that crash hit a patch of ice and hit a tractor trailer as he was responding to it as well.
It's almost a comedy of errors, although obviously it's not a comedy, but it just seems like that kind of happening, chain reactions all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, the weather also creating a mess at airports across the country, as you can imagine, with so many people sleeping in airports this week who didn't want to be sleeping there, that's for sure. Hundreds of flights being delayed by hours or even days, some canceled. In LA alone, because of weather and construction, there were many delays.
Yeah, there's also delays of over an hour in Newark and day-long delays in Phoenix and Las Vegas as well. Now, it all started in Los Angeles. The FAA says airport runway and taxiway construction is to blame, with the rain, of course, contributing. Between yesterday and today, an estimated 5 million people are expected to fly to their holiday destinations. Well, some good news for travelers flying in or out of Tampa or Sarasota. Though so far there are no reports of any delays or cancellations for both arriving and departing flights at Sarasota Bradenton International Airport. Meanwhile, in Tampa, just a few minor delays and one cancellation this morning. 3 flights have been delayed. 2 Frontier Airlines flights are arriving about an hour behind schedule this morning from Denver and Las Vegas, and an American Airlines flight from Phoenix has been delayed by about a half an hour. And again, only one flight cancellation so far, which is a Delta flight to Salt Lake City. Well, if you have had too much to drink over the holidays, there's a safe way to now get home without driving.
Yes, Gold Coast Eagle Distributing and AAA are teaming up again for their tow-to-go service that they do on so many different holidays where drinking is a huge part. Beginning today, Tow-to-Go is providing a free tow and ride to a safe location within a 10-mile radius. It's based on first-come, first-served basis, and you do not have to be a AAA member to use this service. The contact number for the service is on your screen there. It's 855-2TOW-2GO. And
definitely utilize that if you've had a few drinks while you're enjoying your holiday.
Be responsible, that's for sure. And with it being a holiday weekend, there are some closures you need to be aware of.
Both Sarasota and Manatee County government offices will be closed today through Monday in observance of the Christmas holiday. The Florida Department of Health in Sarasota is also closed, and county libraries are closed as well. While the Sarasota County Area Transit Administrative Center is closed today, buses will continue to operate and will run tomorrow as well.
I was going to get a library book for the weekend.
Well, too late. You missed your
indeed.
chance.
I did. I missed my chance. In other news this morning, in a very sad story, a synagogue in Sarasota recently the target of some anti-Semitic graffiti. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office reports that leaders at Temple Sinai found swastikas drawn on windows, doors, and a shed Tuesday. The symbols were drawn with black marker, and thankfully they were removed immediately. But investigators, they don't have any suspects at this time. Hours later, and only a few miles from the temple, another act of vandalism motivated by hatred, is this time against a homeowner's political beliefs.
They showed their support for our president, our soon-to-be president, and they had their entire front house desecrated with some vulgar language.
The homeowners made quick work of the spray paint, covering it with a fresh coat of paint themselves that very same day. The man accused of robbing his store in Bradenton is now in custody as Manatee County Sheriff's deputies caught 27-year-old Tyrone Burns Jr. and brought him to the Bradenton police. Police say he confessed to robbing the Little Country store on 15th Street last week. He was also interviewed by the Palmetto police detectives about a robbery there. Burns is charged with armed robbery.
A local nonprofit that has been helping people who have HIV or AIDS is now dealing with a major setback. The city of Sarasota notifying Bethesda House that it cannot operate as a food pantry and distribute food to its clients because of zoning regulations. Now, Bethesda House has been providing nutritional food and services for hundreds of clients for more than 25 years.
You're making it more difficult for them to get the help that they need in a city that Christmas time, of all times, makes a decision that we need to shut down this food fulfillment portion of our program.
Bethesda House is overseen by Catholic Charities and St. Martha Catholic Church. They say they'll continue to provide services to those with HIV and AIDS at the same location, just minus the food.
And now an update on plans for a sand dredging project on Lido Key as the Florida Department of Environmental Protection is approving the permit needed to get the project going. Sarasota City Manager Tom Barwin made the announcement last night. The project would renourish more than 1.5 miles of Lido Key's shoreline with sand from Big Pass. Opponents say the project could negatively affect the beautiful beaches on Siesta Beach to the south.
In Palmetto, city officials are working on how to redevelop the area while also making it easier to find parking. According to the Bradenton Herald, the City Commission is reviewing an ordinance that would allow businesses to buy and develop small pieces of land currently owned by the city. However, instead of creating the required number of parking spaces, businesses could pay the city to build a parking lot. The money would go into a trust, and the lot would have to be built within 10 years. Commissioners will go over the ordinance again before making any decisions. And if you've been out to Siesta Key, you may have seen free ride services where the drivers work for tips. Well, now it looks like that same concept is coming to downtown Sarasota. The city is negotiating with Gotcha Rides of South Carolina to bring their brand of eco-friendly rides to here on the Suncoast. Now, this is video of the Gotcha Rides working outside the recent Comic-Con convention in Manhattan. The head of Downtown Improvement District says the program will cost the city $200,000, and the money will come from the BP oil spill settlement.
If I'm staying at one of the hotels down here and I want to go to the Hollywood 20, I can just call them up, zip over there, they drop me off. It's done at no charge. We're going to be the friendliest city in the country.
Now, if all goes well, the service will begin in April. New this morning, after a year-long effort, the Venice Area Historical Society is now the owner of the train car that it's been trying to acquire. The sleeper car was previously owned by Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey and was used to transfer circus performers to their winter home on the island of Venice. The organization bought it from the Florida Railroad Museum in Parrish after a lengthy battle over funding and restorations. The train car was brought to the historic train depot yesterday from Parrish. The Historical Society is now working towards restoring that train car to make it look like it did when the Ringling Brothers owned it.
A little piece of history.
That's great.
Yeah,
I think we need to preserve our history here in Sarasota. Sometimes we forget to do that, I think.
Yeah.
I was talking to a person the other day who had ties to the old Dairy Queen downtown, and you know that's all gone now. But it was there it was one of the longest lived Dairy Queens in the nation.
Wow.
You know, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's always sad to see things like that be torn down.
It is. Of course, we need progress as well. Showers and thunderstorms not in our forecast. No thank you. But there are big snowstorms in other parts of the country. We'll talk about that in just a few.
All right, still ahead on your Suncoast News. A scare in Pasco County after deputies find several explosive devices in a man's home. We'll show you how they were alerted to the danger coming up.
Sarasota Jungle Gardens invites your family to the Holiday Light Spectacular select nights in December. Come enjoy dazzling light displays, live entertainment, and pictures with Santa. Tickets and information available at the door or online at SarasotaJungleGardens.com.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
This holiday season, give the greatest gifts of all, performance and peace of mind. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALT has named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease a new Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Don't miss Sarasota Jungle Gardens Holiday Light Spectacular select nights in December. There's joyous music, roasting marshmallows, and festive family activities. Tickets and information available at the door or online at SarasotaJungleGardens.com.
Merry Christmas!
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Pretty nice conditions set up for us, actually. A big ridge of high pressure expanding over the state of Florida, providing us with very pleasant conditions. We have a little bit of cloud cover to the north of us, but really, that's about it. The forecast for us today looks really good. We'll have a daytime high that continues to climb under the influence of plenty of sunshine, up to around 80 degrees or so by afternoon. And I think in the days ahead, we'll probably only get warmer than that. So some very, very nice conditions shaping up here on the Suncoast. Now, currently, our winds are generally out of the east-southeast, and what that means is that as we head into the afternoon, the cooling air that has been sinking southward across the region will be cut off. Won't be able to drop southward. It'll have to come in from the east, from the Atlantic. That will increase our moisture, warm our nighttime temperatures, and give us well above average temperatures, probably for the next 10 days, as that easterly wind or even southeasterly wind doesn't look like it's going to abate. 58 degrees, our current air temperature, dew point lovely, 49. That's great. Not a whole lot of fog issues for us currently. East-northeast wind coming in at about 6 will consistently be out of the east, but may even shift a little more to the southeast with time tomorrow, which will warm us further. Temperatures across the region generally in the mid-50s to upper 50s. All right, here's where the trouble is. Back to the west, we have winter warnings and advisories up for much of the west. I think the most particularly hard-hit locations will probably be Colorado, Utah, Idaho. We'll see some accumulations probably in excess of a foot, or even better under some blowing snow. And there'll be some pretty big thunderstorms that will build along a frontal boundary moving through parts of the plains as well. Now for us, we may get a few scattered showers down to the south, but otherwise I think we're looking pretty dry around here. This is where the heart of the action is in the midsection of the country around Kansas City right now, with some freezing rain moving up into Omaha, plus back to the west in Texas. They're seeing some scattered showers and some freezing rain in the top hat. Further to the west, the Pacific Northwest seeing some pretty good snow accumulations in the Cascades and Olympic mountain ranges. And then along the coast, wine country seeing some pretty good showers there as well. Hot spots, I think, for travel today will probably be Memphis, areas around Denver where you'll pick up some pretty good snowfall totals, as I mentioned. Probably Las Vegas. Just because of volume, I think Los Angeles will be a problem. Also Utah, Idaho, back to the west, or back to the east rather, New York City because of volume will probably have slowdowns. And as I mentioned, Memphis because of storminess. For us, things are pretty quiet. It's not a whole lot of action going on here. Some false echo down to the south. Temperatures generally running across the state. Mild in the 60s, and I think those nighttime temperatures will continue to increase as we increase the humidity. Also, because we increase the humidity, we have to think about fog again this weekend, so just be aware of that. If you're planning some early departure times, there may be some fog issues at some locations across Florida at some of the airports early in the morning. East-northeast wind coming in at about 5 to 10, increasing 10 to 15 during the nighttime hours. Light chop for most of the weekend on your area waters will make it good boating weather, I think, after the fog burns off. And we'll look for temperatures that continue to increase to around 81 or 82 degrees. And that will be the case right straight through the week ahead. Back to you.
All right, taking a look at traffic. Everything now is starting to pick up. You see volume is picking up as we get closer to the hour of work, although a lot of people not working today, either today or Monday or both off. Schools in Manatee County and Sarasota County are off today, but you do see building volume there, especially on 41 northbound as you cross State Road 70 and approach Cortez Road, that intersection there. But no accidents, no specific delays, just more volume at this point in the morning, and Sarasota County too is looking free and clear of any issues.
Well, a dangerous discovery inside a house in Florida. It started with deputies responding to a domestic disturbance in Pasco County.
And the sheriff saying while they were there, authorities found chemical materials that could be explosive. Here's ABC's senior justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas.
Police had responded to the home of Sharif Al-Ghanani after an altercation with his parents.
Why does your room smell like chemicals?
Chemicals? No chemicals at all.
But the report of a disturbing chemical smell was just the start.
You leave a straight blade knife in your pocket like that?
Within seconds, a fight erupts.
Get off me, man! another unit. Hold on, my gun. Hold on, my gun. Stop resisting.
Authorities are investigating whether the chemicals found are explosives.
You look around the world, you see what happened in Germany. We are treating this guy could have been a potential terrorist.
Sources say Al-Ghanani, who has a criminal record, may have mental health issues. But he allegedly said things to his mother that suggested he was at least thinking about ISIS.
Mom made statements to her detectives that when he gets mad, he says things to her like, I'm a terrorist or I'm part of ISIS.
While no terror ties have been found, authorities say the suspect had, quote, the potential to do bad things. Pierre Thomas, ABC News, Washington.
Now, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Even cameras won't stop one thief from getting his hands on holiday packages. We'll show you just how many packages he's been caught stealing coming up.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Sarasota, we're uncorking something special at Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room. Shop in a relaxed atmosphere with our wine specialists. You'll find 1,000 international wines, 200 under $20. National brand and boutique liquors at competitive pricing. Handcrafted beers. Stop by Michael's Wine Cellar and Tasting Room today and let us show you something exceptional.
Welcome back at 6:25. A serial package thief caught in the act on surveillance video.
The Holiday Grinch. We get the details from ABC's Gio Benitez.
In this morning's GMA First Look, some real-life Grinches are on the loose, swiping last-minute packages from people's front doors. In Chicago, the hunt is on for a serial package thief. Could it be this man caught on surveillance camera casually walking up to someone else's front porch? Appearing to talk on the phone, he bends down to grab a package while he quickly opens it and takes off with what's inside.
He didn't care about anything, just walking around, pretending like he's talking on his cell phone. I hope they catch you.
This case, just one of 13 other instances reported to Chicago police so far this month.
We think it's severely underreported, though.
And it's happening everywhere. In Florida, a creative move by this package thief disguised as a pizza delivery man. And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have tips on how to make sure those gifts arrive safely under the tree. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
It's simple. I could do all my gift shopping all over town and spend a lot of money, or I could go to Burlington. They have amazing gifts for everyone.
Nice.
And the prices are unbelievable. I got all these gifts at Burlington for under $100.
This is everything. Honey Bunches of Oats. It's all of this, and this. It's the mother of all cereals. It's that, and all of that. It's the most cereal-rific cereal in all of history. Yeah, it's that good. Honey Bunches of Oats. This is everything.
Your vision benefits are about to expire, so it's time to use them. VisionWorks accepts hundreds of plans, including Davis Vision, and you'll get 50% off a second pair of glasses when you use your insurance. Time is running out, so use your vision benefits at VisionWorks.
From the moment a puppy comes into the world, the soul of a wolf is also born. And even as adults, they share an evolutionary connection. That's why there's meat-rich, grain-free Blue Wilderness, because inside your dog lives the soul of a wolf.
ABC7 is proud to present Line Dance Central. Now you can learn popular country and not-so-country line dances from the comfort of your own home. Just visit mysuncoast.com, click on Entertainment, and you'll be kicking up your boots or flip-flops in no time. Brought to you by the White Buffalo Saloon and Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Don't miss the 19th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Festival, January 5th through the 8th, to benefit Suncoast Charities for Children. This year's festival welcomes special guest Blue Oyster Cult to the premier sports campus at Lakewood Ranch on January 8th at 4 p.m. Admission is free. Festival events include a sporting clay tournament, kickoff party, welcome Thunder event, Cruise for Cash charity motorcycle ride, and a 2-day Rockin' and Ridin' at the Ranch festival featuring vendors, live music, a Taste of Thunder area, and more. VIP tickets are available. For tickets and info, visit thunderbythebay.org.
Only Fiat gives you Italian engineering with a heavy dose of Suncoast style. So what are you waiting for? Hurry in for big savings during the Big Finish event going on now at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com. So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
This is a special health alert for seniors suffering with joint pain. If you have Medicare insurance, you may qualify for high-quality support braces at little or no cost.
I'm thrilled with my knee braces.
Now, there is a simple and proven solution for seniors to get out of pain with state-of-the-art support braces.
I barely feel any pain at all.
Braces for your knees and back, as well as your shoulders and ankles, too.
I'm so happy with the quality of these braces.
Call now, and you could qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
I can play ball again, and it doesn't hurt.
And because of my Medicare coverage, it costs me next to nothing.
So call now.
And because I have this red, white, and blue Medicare card, my braces have cost me just about nothing.
It's true. You may get a knee, back, shoulder, and ankle brace at little or no cost.
They qualified me for 2 knee braces and a back brace.
If you have knee or back pain, give them a call. They can help.
1-800-476-8967. 1-800-476-8967.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, veterans looking for help using a crisis hotline may not be getting what they need. We'll tell you about that coming up.
Plus, Santa is a wanted man in Tennessee. We'll show you why police are looking for him.
And with 2 days left until Christmas, we'll show you how you can keep your stress levels low as the holiday approaches.
Live from the ABC7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. I'm Jacqueline Matter.
The eve of Christmas Eve. Yes, indeed.
We need you to say that in your thespian voice.
Yes, in your thespian.
That's a hard one there, I'll tell you what. The eve of Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas.
See how
Only
different
2
our
more
lives would be
weeks.
if that was the little jingle. or
Yeah,
the
it would
poem?
be. It would be. That book would not have sold.
Yeah, no, certainly not.
Yeah. We have some pretty decent weather shaping up around here. Not the fog problem we've had over the last several mornings. We're looking at clearer skies, lovely conditions, low dew points, and pleasantly crisp nighttime lows. So that's good. Now, that said, we're going to start seeing a warming trend today that'll carry us right back into the 80s. We're looking at an 80-degree daytime high temperature, probably in the extended range forecast as well. Not much in the way of a rain chance, though, so if you need to get out and about and do some last-minute shopping, no, I guess that would be me, well, you should be okay. Back to you.
I can't believe that you are a last-minute shopper. You're so organized.
I am too.
All right, taking a look at Suncoast roadways. A lot of people getting out right now maybe to shop because volume is picking up on Suncoast roadways, even though government offices are closed in Manatee and Sarasota County, and also schools are out for Manatee County starting today. Sarasota County's been out all week, but things are picking up, but no accidents or delays to worry about all throughout the Suncoast. Both Manatee and Sarasota County are moving along even as volume builds this morning. I'm sure a lot of people doing some last-minute shopping. Now, we begin with some breaking news out of Italy, where the interior minister there says the suspect accused of the truck attack in Berlin, Germany earlier this week has been shot and killed in a shootout with police.
Yeah, the shootout with suspect Anis Amri took place around 3 a.m. local time in Milan as a result of a routine police check. Now, police say the suspect pulled a gun from his backpack after being asked to show his identity papers and was killed in the ensuing shootout. One police officer was shot and injured, the suspect again being reported as 24-year-old Anis Amri, whose fingerprints were found in the truck that did crash into the Christmas market in Berlin.
And also, President-elect Donald Trump taking to Twitter to speak out about foreign policy. He's making an unusual move to publicly split from established U.S. nuclear policy.
The president-elect says the U.S. must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capabilities. Now, it came just hours after strikingly similar statement from Vladimir Putin. Russia's president saying we need to strengthen the potential of strategic nuclear forces. He's also beefing up his White House communications team, announcing veteran Republican operative Sean Spicer as White House press secretary. He plans to stay in Florida through the weekend, but he continues to hold meetings and receives presidential daily briefings.
Problems continue for the Veterans Crisis Call Center, which has been under fire for slow responses to suicidal veterans seeking help. In February, the VA Inspector General revealed, quote, that some calls routed to backup crisis centers were answered by voicemail, and callers did not always receive immediate assistance. The former director of the Veterans Crisis Center says more than a third of calls aren't being answered by frontline staffers. The VA has tried to fix this problem. A new call center opened in Atlanta to help, but veterans are complaining that people picking up their calls are hanging up or not connecting them to someone at all. The man who first shed light on the problem says if the problems continue, it will only make the situation worse for our nation's heroes.
If this isn't addressed, you're going to have the number of veterans that commit suicide on a daily basis remain at 20 or more a day, which is simply unacceptable.
Despite efforts to improve the system, an internal memo with the VA shows the number of abandoned or unanswered calls did not decrease from April to September of this year, and that's unconscionable.
Well, back here in Florida, the U.S. Coast Guard is searching for a man who reportedly jumped from the 12th deck of a Royal Caribbean cruise ship off of the Florida Keys. Officials say that the crew of the Independence of the Seas notified the Coast Guard's command center in Key West early Thursday morning. In a statement, Royal Caribbean said witnesses saw the 22-year-old man intentionally going overboard. That all happened around 1:45 a.m. The ship was on the last leg of a 4-night cruise and was returning to Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. Crews are searching for him some 33 miles southeast of Key Largo. The cruise line says it is providing support to the man's family. And it looks like Santa may be on the naughty list this year himself. Take a look at this. A man wearing a Santa mask was caught on a bank surveillance camera in Memphis, Tennessee, handing out what seems to be candy canes to employees and customers. But witnesses say he also wished them a Merry Christmas, which all sounds innocent enough. But once he finished handing out the candy, he went back to the teller and handed her a threatening note demanding money. Police say the teller then, of course, handed over the cash and the man left the bank. Scary situation.
Or Santa.
Santa.
Yes, he's been identified
Scary
at least
Santa.
Preliminarily as Santa.
Or bad Santa.
Bad
That's
Santa,
what he is.
exactly.
Well, while the holiday season is known for good cheer, this time of year has also been known for crime.
As we just saw, Santa's even getting involved. According to data from the FBI, almost 400,000 burglaries occur throughout the country between November and December. Crime mapping statistics also show in the past 7 days there have been more than 30 burglaries right here on the Suncoast. Many attribute the increase to the rising number of people who leave their homes to visit family and friends during the holiday season, but there are things you can do to prevent becoming a victim, and some Suncoast residents, they're already using these tips.
Well, I always let a neighbor know that I'm going to be out of town. We have lights that come on and off at various times during the day. Also try to, if there's anything close to the door or windows where someone might be able to see in.
In addition, Bradenton police say you should also be mindful of social media posts that show your location and let people know you are not home. In that vein, a lot of robberies happen during funerals and weddings because they're listed in the paper, so people know those homes will be empty, and similar to
Interesting.
postage.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I've never thought of that before.
Yeah, you say, oh, I'm going to Bermuda for a week,
Right.
you know, then everybody knows you're not home for a week.
Right, and also just being conscious of what you're posting on social media about when you're going there or going somewhere else. Always being kind of conscious about that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
be circumspect. Don't let anybody know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Uber is finding a new spot to test their self-driving cars.
After the company was forced to stop using self-driving cars in San Francisco, they're now moving operations to Arizona. Uber had planned to roll out 16 self-driving Volvos in San Francisco to test its autonomous driving technology with 2 human drivers in the front seats to make sure the vehicles were operating properly. But the California Department of Motor Vehicles revoked Uber's registration when the company failed to obtain proper permits. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey he's pleased with this change, this detour. In a written statement, he welcomed Uber to the state and criticized California for its burdensome laws. And if you kick off your day with a visit to Starbucks, you may want to listen to this next story. The company is offering free espresso drinks this season at select stores nationwide. Beginning today, Starbucks stores will host 1,000 pop-up cheer parties over 10 days. Customers can enjoy free, tall, handcrafted espresso beverages. They're not called tall, though, right? Aren't they venti? From mochas to chestnut praline lattes. The event will be held at 100 Starbucks stores per day from 1 to 2 in the afternoon. The locations will change daily and will be listed on Starbucks websites and the Twitter page there. Hold on, it's called Tall.
There's the tall, that's the smallest version, and then
see, I don't
Grande,
really know the
and then
lingo.
Venti. Well, I'm clearly going to go check out their Facebook and Twitter pages so I can find out where that's at.
Every day, because they change.
You
Where's
should've
Waldo?
seen my face.
Yeah, it's like Where's Waldo, or it's like a flash mob or a coffee mob.
When it said free espresso, I looked at John and was like, oh my God.
You did. You were excited about that.
She was picturing you as a tall latte.
I was like, oh.
Tall latte would be the first time. We have across the region some pretty nice weather shaping up for us. I think we're looking at, probably a very, very warm Christmas. All up and down the eastern seaboard. Maybe all the way back through the deep south. Abnormally so.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
The year is winding down, and that means big savings during the Big Finish event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the comfort you'd expect in a luxury vehicle. And right now, all 2016 quad cabs are over 20% off, with new Ram trucks starting at just $19,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're taking a few moments to check out this video about the ministry of First Sarasota Downtown Baptist Church. I'm William Hill, lead pastor here at First Sarasota. For the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to share in the life of this faith community, a community that centers itself around faith, friends, and family. Indeed, it is a ministry that's been in existence right here in this wonderful city for over a century.
A poodle butter dish. I'll use this. A chicken purse. It's so artsy. You're really good at giving gifts.
This holiday, give the perfect gift.
Perfect.
Flowers, always the perfect gift. Beniva Flowers and Gifts, exceeding your expectations.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Current air temperature outside is pretty nice at 58 degrees. We have a dew point value of 49, which is excellent. That's really a low dew point, making it feel kind of cool and crisp outside. Nice. Now, those temperatures are going to change, especially the value of the dew point, which is at 49. That'll probably be closer to the 60 mark by the time we hit tomorrow morning. What does that mean? Well, it means fog will return as an issue probably over the weekend, at least during the morning hours. So if you're going to be out and about early on, say, Christmas morning, you could have an issue. Got an early tea time tomorrow? Could have a problem. We're looking at an east-northeast wind coming in at about 6. That east wind will shift a little more southeast with time, and that'll really return the humidity. Already a few scattered showers down in the southern tip of the state. Rain falling there. For us, I don't really see a big rainfall issue. I think we're probably going to be okay in that regard. The air is kind of dry over us. Back to the west, there are big problems that are beginning to take shape. Everything you see outlined here in blue, winter storm advisories could get over a foot of snow in those locations. We're looking at temperatures across the state that are generally up through the panhandle in the mid-50s, and then as you head further to the south, you approach the 70-degree mark pretty quickly as the humidity value, as you just saw because of the rainfall going on there, is pretty high. That due to that strong easterly wind flow, which is going to return the moisture to our region as we head into the afternoon. Now, we can't completely rule out an isolated shower around here, but the rain chance is pretty small. I don't have it in the forecast for today or tomorrow or really through the 7 days ahead. But don't be surprised if in inland areas you see an isolated pop-up shower. Brief, total rainfall amounts, not much. 58 degrees Wauchula, 57 Arcadia, 57 Parrish, 58 in Sarasota, 59 Northport, and 65 degrees at Boca Graham. A little bit of cloud cover to the north of us. There's a frontal boundary lifting back north as a warm front. Came through yesterday, stalled out, and now lifts back to the north. Double-barrel low-pressure areas in the northern tier. Really not going to impact us all that much other than to push that high-pressure ridge further into the south and allow us that deep southerly flow of air as we head into the weekend, southeasterly anyway. The warm front lifts. We stay very warm over the next several days with mild afternoons, lower humidity today, but that changes tomorrow. Here's your snowfall forecast for across the nation over the course of the next several days. And yeah, you get some snow falling in northeast and maybe some in the western Great Lakes, but the total amount's not that bad, 1 to 3 inches. And the storm system will dissipate as it moves eastward. But back to the west, there's going to be some significant accumulations if you are flying out to Denver or Salt Lake City. You probably are going to see some airport delays. Even places like Las Vegas and Los Angeles will probably see delays just due to the volume of traffic out there. We're looking at temperatures that'll be nice for boating, and the weather will cooperate, I think. We'll get a little bit of a surge during the overnight tonight, which will push us from a light chop to a moderate chop by tomorrow morning. But then I think those surges will abate, and we'll look for a more consistent east to southeasterly wind flow at 5 to 10 knots right straight through the weekend. Looks like beautiful boating weather, 2-foot seas. Forecast looking like this over the course of the week ahead. We'll look for temperatures that'll be abnormally warm into the 80s for at least the next 3 or 4 or 5 days. Back to you.
Thank you, John. See, on Suncoast roadways, it's pretty nice roadways right now. You know, a lot of people will be heading out to work, but also to last-minute shop, including John Scalzi. And, well, everything is looking good. No impediments this morning. It's nice. No accidents, no delays, just the normal volume. And do remember that all the schools are out starting today for Christmas break. And there are many offices, government offices, as well as private offices closed today and or Monday for the holiday. Now, you may be feeling more stress with Christmas with just, 2 days to go for your holiday shopping. Have you done all your holiday shopping?
No, I got to get to the mall. I'm not stressed,
but you don't really care, do you?
No, I totally care. I just don't really know what to get, and don't know the area all that well to know where to go to get it. So, a little stressed about that.
That I can understand.
But finding a parking space at the mall, of course, last-minute shopping for the perfect gift, and standing in those long checkout lines are among many of those pressures affecting people during the holidays, including myself. Then there's the extra expense of travel, dining out, and of course the presents. But one particular holiday trait is what sets our stress apart this time of year.
Getting together with family members that they may not see except for certain times during the year, and what that means in terms of old baggage that needs to be brought up. That, more than anything else, seems to be stressing patients out.
Ooh, certainly a tough situation there. Well, Dr. John Mason of Sarasota Medical Center says when people are stressed, all kinds of things can happen. Focusing on what's important, though, may help reduce your stress level.
Yes, even during his busiest time of year, Santa isn't forgetting about his health. Santa and Mrs. Claus were spotted yesterday working out at the YMCA in West Virginia. Who knew? They walked, they jogged on treadmill, lifted some weights. They were trying to relieve the stress that we speak of. Now,
yes, Santa, get in shape.
Yeah,
Too many
high five
cookies.
and Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, look at her go.
In entertainment news, TV personality Nick Cannon, Mariah Carey's ex-husband, is in the hospital.
Yeah, the 36-year-old posted on Instagram revealing he's been in the hospital due to complications from lupus, which is an autoimmune disease. Cannon wrote, "I will be in the hospital through Christmas. All good, though. Doctors say I will be back to normal before the new year." And Brad Pitt is accusing Angelina Jolie of having no self-regulating mechanism when it comes to keeping sensitive family information private. He's trying to seal his divorce proceedings with Jolie and made the claims in newly filed court documents. Now, Pitt cited the names of therapists made public in Jolie's court filings. Now, 2 weeks ago, Pitt was denied a request for a hearing to seal those divorce documents. Jolie was against Pitt's request, saying it was a thinly veiled attempt to shield himself from public view. A court hearing on the matter is scheduled for January.
And another Brit is doing everything but slowing down for the holidays. J.K. Rowling says she has 2 more books coming out. The Harry Potter author making the announcement via Twitter. She wouldn't give many details about the books other than saying one will be a mystery. She has written several that did not include Harry Potter.
Interesting. Well, President-elect Donald Trump will get some help from the Radio City Rockettes to kick off his inauguration. The Rockettes are set to perform during the Inauguration Day ceremony next month. They also performed at George W. Bush's 2001 presidential inauguration. However, there's still no word yet on what other celebrities may join in.
Also, Trump spending part of his Christmas vacation by hitting the links. He's expected to play a round of golf with Tiger Woods today. They'll play at the Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach. That's near Trump's resort, of course, and also his place of living, Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, some beautiful weather for a game of golf, of course, today.
Yeah,
so.
Who better to play with than Tiger Woods?
Yeah,
Right?
Not me, that's for sure. All right, stay with us.
We'll be right back.
If you're trying to balance caring for your mother and being a mother to your children, we can help. It's what we do. Call Granny Nannies today.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining. The all-new mysuncoast.com. Just another way we're here for you.
I owed the IRS $10,000.
I owed the IRS $20,000.
The IRS garnished my wages.
They put a lien on my house.
The IRS is the most powerful collection agency in the world. They do not give up until you pay.
I couldn't sleep. We were being audited. I called Tax Solutions Now, and a great big weight was lifted off my shoulders.
I called Tax Solutions Now, and they got the IRS off my back.
Tax Solutions Now had my wage garnishment lifted in 48 hours.
Tax Solutions Now can get you help. Our agents know the rules, can stop the pain, and get you the best deal.
We saved our home and overcame the most powerful collection agency in the world.
We connect you with a team of former IRS agents and tax professionals who get the IRS off your back. Time is running out. Call Tax Solutions Now.
Call 1-800-565-7740. That's 1-800-565-7740.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help. With Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
Florida Studio Theater presents Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves, celebrating fierce women with fierce vocals from the 70s through today. Featuring songs by performers such as Cher, Tina Turner, and Reba McEntire. Don't miss what critics are saying is a lively, high-energy driving review with powerhouse singers. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves is now playing. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
All right, here we go. Last look at the roadways before we go off the air here, and it is looking good. Manatee County moving along. Volume is starting to build, but no issues or delays. School is out in Manatee County, and remember, government offices are closed and some offices for privacy, private companies as well. Same in Sarasota. No issues or delays all morning. I want to knock on wood. I don't want to jinx that, John. How about the weather?
The weather looks great. We don't have much in the way of a fog problem around today. Now, over the weekend, we might see some fog creeping back in. So if you have, say, an early flight tomorrow or Sunday, there may be an issue with some fog. Maybe. We'll watch and see. Daytime high temperatures will certainly be warm, coming in the low 80s. And that's the case right through the 7 days ahead.
All right, thank you, John. Here it is, the battle of the century. A giant panda versus a snowman. It's really no question who would win. Of course, the snowman, right? A crew at the Toronto Zoo built a snowman in the panda's exhibit. It didn't take long for the panda to start attacking his new roommate. He eventually beheaded the snowman and then climbed. Oh, look at that. He perched on top of the snowman to prove that I am the winner. Oh, and it knocked him in the head. Look, see, now that is awesome right there. Kind of awesome. Beheading a snowman seems a little sad for a Christmas story, but look at that. I want to see the thing start spinning under his wheel, like log rolling.
Oh,
pandas are the best.
That is awesome. Well, Merry Christmas to you both.
You too.
Have a great weekend. Merry Christmas to you all, and Happy Hanukkah. I hope everybody has a great and safe weekend. Enjoy, and don't stress out, that's for sure. That's our motto.